In this video, I'm gonna show how to process an appointment in the system. Okay, so you first press login, then you input your veterinary administrator email or veterinary owner password. And this is a veterinary profiles listing. In this account, the account has habilitated the veterinary administrator, the veterinary, and the client profiles. To add an appointment, we have to click on veterinary administrator, and we select the veterinary hospital in which the appointment is gonna be done. The first one is not a real veterinary hospital. It's a sample one where the users can train how to use the system without actually modifying any real information in the veterinary hospital. But right now we're gonna do it as if we were doing it on the real one. So we click on the second one, and this is the veterinary hospital features screen. To create an appointment, we have to click on system, and then we need to search for the patient. Okay, so here on create orders, we input the name of the patient, the phone, the email, or the owner of the or the owner of the pet. You can also click search, and it gives you a listing of five patients, and you can click next until you find the correct one. Okay, once you find the correct one, you press add, and you press appointment, because we're doing an appointment right now. And for the symptom, you have to, the veterinary administrator has to ask the pet owner or the guy who brought in the pet what is the motive of his visit. So they normally give a symptom, but not a medical one. For example, like he scratches his back non-stop. Okay, so in appointment prices, you have to select the appointment prices of how much are you gonna charge the patient. You can have several. It depends on each veterinary hospital. For example, there are some veterinary hospitals that charge one price a day and one price at night, or some have different prices depending on the time of the day, not only two. So for this example, the veterinary hospital only has one, and the veterinarian, here is a listing of all the veterinarians that work in the veterinary hospital. If there's many and the patient does not want to be exactly with one, you put first available. If the patient wants a specific doctor, he can select it with personally. So for this example, we're gonna put first available. So we click next. We confirm that everything is correct, and we press create order. Okay, so the order went to pending because no veterinarian has taken the order. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna show how the veterinarian also takes the order, so you can view how the order is processed. So here we go to home. No, actions. Oops, sorry. Home, and then we go to veterinarian. Okay, this is the veterinarian profile screen. Here are the listing of the veterinary hospitals. Right now we were working with the sample name Vet Hosp. We click on it, and in work we have one. So the veterinarians the appointment was put under first available. So here in veterinarian, there's like NA, which means like anyone can take it. So the veterinarian clicks details and sees the order, the name of the animal, the species, the breed, the birth date, the owner, because some veterinarians are like good with certain species and some are better with other ones. So here he can view all the information. The motive of the visit is here in order details, and the pet history. Right now the pet doesn't have a history because it's his first time using the system. So let's say like the veterinarian wants to take the order, so he presses take order. Okay, so now he can start doing his evaluation of the patient, but I'm gonna explain first what happens in the administrator. Okay, in the administrator we had the order in pending here, but since the order was taken, now it appears as doing. So here it is, and we go back. Okay, here. So details, the order is taken, and he can start processing the order. Start. Okay, here we're gonna add the medical symptoms of the patient. For example, round spots in back. Once you add the symptom, you click add, and it's added, and you can add another one. You press add. So right now we have two, and then we add the diagnosis. So let's say this, for this example, is Demodex canis. You press add. You can have multiple symptoms. For example, imagine like at the evaluation he also found that he has kennel cough. And you press add. So you click next. Then you have to make a relationship between the symptoms and the diagnosis. In this case, both of them are related to Demodex canis, and none of them are related to Demodex canis, and one is related to kennel cough. Okay, in the prescription we put the prescription for how to cure the dog. For example, we need dose 3 milliliters. And in the description you have to put what does he have to do, more or less. For example, extract liquid and give 3. You can also put a link to YouTube so he can view actually what does he have to do. When you're done, you press add. You can add more prescriptions, but most appointments only need one. So then you add the media. For example, the spots with no hair. You took pictures of them with your cell phone, and you add them. You press done, and you can add multiple pictures like at the same time. When you're done, you press next. Then we have to make the relationship of the media and the symptoms. Let's say they're all related. Once you're done, you press next, and then we have to schedule a meeting. We might have to schedule a meeting. We don't have to, but here we're putting like he has to come to see if everything is okay. So you say come in 7 days. Check. Okay. The veterinarian you can put with a veterinarian or first available, and the time at 10 a.m. Then you click next, and here's the summary. Once you check that everything is correct, you press an appointment. Okay, so I'm gonna explain what happens in the administrator. In the administrator, you had the order in doing, and it's still in doing. Why? Because we have not archived the order. When we press archive order, the order is like no longer in work, and it goes to awaiting payment. Okay, so now the order is awaiting payment. The administrator has to process the payment, so he puts review payment. He checks that everything is correct. If the patient is taking a medication, you can search for it in the product. Right now we don't have anything in the inventory, so there's no display of product. You can add a discount. For example, if you're making a discount to the payment, to the patient, or to the product, you click the amount you want. Here's the summary. He has to pay 80, and here is how he pays. He can pay by cash, by card, or a combination, or both. And he can pay the full amount or some amount. So let's say he pays the full amount in card. So he pays 80, and you click add. If it is wrong, you click remove and press it correctly. And because he paid the full amount, the button of add as a paid account displays. You press on it, and that the order has been processed. Okay, so what happens now? Here you go to home, and in paid accounts you have the order, and here are the details that what happened. Okay, that's one thing that happened. Another thing that happens was that in the veterinarian, in archive orders, he has his what he did, and he has all the information there. And another thing that happened was that in the client, the pet now has a meeting, and it tells you when and why, blah blah blah. And the pet has a medical history. So here are the pets, and here's the medical history. And here the pet owner can view his pet's medical history. And that's how you process an order and what